For the last certainly 14 or 15 years has been that Quincy College would operate better, would meet their standards of governance more properly as an independent institution. That is why the Board of Governors was brought into existence in 1994, I believe it was, and it was one more step towards being an independent institution. When the New England Association of Schools and Colleges came in 2006, they appreciated the progress we had made, however, felt that we needed to legally separate from the city. And that's what this is all about. The campaign for independence is our attempt to find a workable legal separation from the City of Quincy without losing our public mission and with still providing for our employees the level of benefits and unionization that they have become accustomed to. So, it's been a very complicated process to find a model that allowed both the independence and the public aspect of the college. We spent from August straight through till January in negotiations using an expert group of lawyers, Holland and Knight, and other expertise in the licensing of institutions of higher education. And they discovered a model that they believe will work. And that model is captured in our home rule petition that we have filed and asked for the City Council to consider. It's a long process. The City Council has to deliberate. There's a huge history of the college being a city institution since 1957 or 58. We certainly appreciate the fact that the city has been a proponent of higher education within the system, as many other cities and towns in Massachusetts were in that era prior to the developing of community colleges. But it is time for us to be able to set our own destiny, time for us to be able to operate in a more efficient, flexible way, time for us to be able to own property, incur debt if we choose, if the board decides that that's what we need to do, and have our governance system conform to the governance system that is seen as normal for institutions of higher education.
Are you a budget line item in the City of Quincy, in the state, in the county, anywhere?
No, I don't believe we are in any way. We are audited by the city's auditors, but all of the auditing information, if you look at the audit for the city, is kept in a separate set of columns. We receive our own management letter and so forth. There is no appropriation by either the city, the state, or the federal government other than financial aid, which we have to go through the U.S. Department of Education like anybody else, and some of it funnels then through the state in that sense. But other than financial aid, and I don't think that ever is an appropriation, it comes directly to our accounts, there is no appropriation of tax money to the college by any public group.
So if you wanted to offer dental for your employees, but the city did not, you wouldn't be able to offer dental?
I believe that's true.
You've got some who say get rid of the college. You've got one who says we should auction the college off because it's an asset.
Well, you notice he's still saying get rid of it.
From a financial standpoint, do you see the college as an asset or a liability to the
It's
city?
definitely at least a $9 million liability.
It's a $9 million liability.
I would also add to that, they don't hold the college anywhere on their books as an asset.
Okay.
But the building is all paid for.
I mean, we don't own property.
We have paid for the building,
Seville Hall.
Seville Hall, and that check is just sitting in the city's account. Basically, the deal was that they would transfer ownership when we became independent.
Complicates everything, and The people who work in City Hall and run these departments are by their lights doing what they're supposed to be doing. And by our lights and our understanding, we're doing what we're supposed to be doing. It's just very difficult to make progress and go forward and without constantly tripping over each other. The biggest thing is it's been difficult for our students. It's been harder for our students to get loans. It's been harder for our students to afford tuitions. We've tried to support them with institutional aid, which means that the college gives them a discounted tuition. We do that to a certain percentage every year, and certainly help them find financial aid and work hard to help them find financial aid. But it is difficult for them.